Hello, my name is rananrjantonini, and I'm here today to help you, okay, with the audition for the ILMEA. So this is the first violin, all right? We're playing the Allegro from Concerto Grosso, Opus 6, number 1 by Handel. This is an arrangement from Sandra Dockwell, or Dockwell. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, okay? But the most important thing is go to YouTube or Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and listen to this song. Listen at least 10 times, 20, 30, 100 times. Try to play along. Try to memorize. Put in your car, put in your AirPods, in your phone, okay? I'm going to help as much as I can, all right? I'm going to do this section by section. I'm doing the violin one, and my recommendation is set a metronome. Okay, it doesn't need to be super fast. The most important thing here is to understand your tempo and your rhythm, the steadiness, and how precise your tempo actually is. Intonation, right notes, bowings. These things are also very important, but the most important is the tempo. So get a metronome, set the tempo in a slow tempo. I would suggest like 6/8/70 to start to practice. And once you're more comfortable playing with the metronome, you speed up little by little, every 5 beats or 10 beats, maybe going all the way to 80, 85, 88. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And yeah, let's do it. Okay, here we go. Have a good practice. Okay, so here we are. All right, let's start with the first section. That means from bar number 1 all the way to letter F, the downbeat of letter F. That's it. Okay, good. This is a good tempo. I'm trying to keep as steady as possible. Then the second thing we need to observe are the fingerings, shifting positions. We go from first to third, okay? And also the bowings, all right? So measure 7, no, sorry, measure 8. You have 2 up bows with the last 2 beats. Before you get to the forte, which is it's a down bow, also the downbeat. Here, things like this. Okay, make sure you breathe before you play. All right, it's very there's a tendency of rushing naturally. That's for everyone. So if you breathe in a rest, which is just an 8-note rest, actually help you to have a more steady and anchored tempo and beats. All right. Another thing is right here when you shift to the third position. So here, to make it easier, we put the first finger on a D, and then the fourth finger, it's just an octave higher. Okay? All right. I think that's pretty much it. Be careful here also the measure before F. So the first A is with the first finger third position. The second A is first position third finger. And then the trill. Okay, have a good practice. Here we got to second section, which is from letter G all the way to letter H. It's just few measures, okay? Should be pretty straightforward. Be careful, the second beat is a rest. So here we go. Okay, very simple. I'm going to play again. Good. So be careful. Every measure 30 and 31, you have a comma. Okay? You don't need to take too much time, but you need to have, a space in between every two beats. Ba, 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 ba. Okay? All right? Have a good practice. Practice well. Practice smart. All right, so we turn the page. Now, we're going to play from the pickup, okay? The last beat before the downbeat of letter M. We're going to play all the way to the measure before letter O. Be careful here, pay attention with the dynamics. You start piano, then there's 2-3 bars with the crescendo all the way to forte. So here we go. So if I can give you a suggestion, uh, be careful when you shift to the third position. So instead of doing 2-1, look at measure 59. Okay, I'm talking about the last 2/16 notes. If you do 2-1, that's okay, but it doesn't really sound very well. The tendency to actually have a glissando is very big. To avoid that, we actually is going to shift with the second finger, okay? Second finger to the B. So from G, you play the slurs, and then you shift with the second finger, something like this. Okay, here we can, you might have some glissando still, but it's not so obvious. Okay, so be careful. Okay, I think that's good. Look to the crescendo, the dynamics. All right, so now we go to a fourth and last section, which is from letter P as in pole, all the way to the measure after S as Sandra. Okay, good. All right, let's do it. Come on, play with me. So 1, 2, three, and. I made a mistake. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, and. That's it. Good. Did you play with me? I hope so. I'm sure you sound good. So here, okay, with this steadiness, it's very obvious that the first violin is doing something that's not the most important, okay? So perhaps someone else has the melody, all right, from letter Q as a word with Q, like, I don't know. Anyways, so here, be careful. Look to the diminuendo and letter Q. Diminuendo. Rest. R, pianismo. Crescendo. Crescendo. More. And. The last note you have a dot. Okay, staccato. All right, I think that's pretty much it. It should be very straightforward. Try to play. Go back to this video as many times you need. Send me an email, text me, call me. I will be happy to help you as much as I can. Okay? And don't forget, metronome, listen to this song 300 times. Um, Notes, write bowings, okay? Fingerings. If you don't have the fingerings in your part, get a pencil, start writing them down. The same thing with the bowings. Ask your teacher to help you. Look for videos on YouTube. This what I'm doing is just one more video. I'm sure there's a lot of videos like this on YouTube or any other platform. So look for it, do your best, and have a good practice. You're gonna do well.